You're in the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, SKN. The next guest I got is another special guest, a returning guest from episode 36 with his newly released single coming out September 10th, Broken Dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcoming to Bob Singh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me, bro. It's good to be back. It's your boy Mob Scene. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at The Last Mob. That's THALASTMOB. Hit me up. Check out my music. Yeah, thanks for having me back, bro. What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just here. Man, that's a blessing to have you back on here, man. I was hoping to get you back on, but
Yeah,
we're here right now. So, hey, big dog, let me ask you this, man. Broken Dreams coming out September 10th, man. What is the feeling you're going through right now, man?
I've just been so busy. Like, it's honestly been a long time working on this. I wrote this song last fall while I was at Lawrence, Kansas at Haskell. So I was attending college. I was living the... And I wrote the song. I recorded it in my dorms. And I got it. I just barely got it sent off like a few months ago to get it mixed and mastered by my engineers. So yeah, I put a lot of work into this song and the cover art. Obviously, I put a lot of work into cover art and the promotion and the marketing side as well. I know we talked about that a little bit last time. Instead of just posting music, I'm actually putting in a lot of work for this song to do good, in order for it to perform well.
That's awesome, man. Hell yeah. So like, give us a little bit of detail of your marketing strategy, man.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, well, my marketing and my promotion, it's all like tactics I've been using like throughout the years. I'll take like the best parts of my promo campaigns and I'll use that. But like I said, the way I do things now, I didn't learn this overnight. It took some time. It took me a lot of research. I recommend going on Google if you have any questions. YouTube is a really good resource for me. There's a lot of channels that are willing to help artists coming up, trying to learn promotion and learn marketing. And there's a lot of helpful videos out there. Burstamo is one of them. Damian Keys, he's really good. How to Rap Drew, just to name a few. You guys can go look them up. Or like if you have any questions about, promo and marketing, just go Google it. That's kind of where I started with my journey. Okay, so just aside from posting your music on Facebook, posting it on even SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes, just because you're uploading it to one of these platforms, that doesn't really mean you're promoting it. That's just putting it on a website for people to look at. Whereas like once you start getting into the game of actually trying to be heard, that's where all the groundwork comes in. And honestly, like with promoting and networking, marketing, networking, that's what it is. With promo and marketing, networking is your #1 key. Your relationships with your fans and your listeners and your followers and your supporters, that should be #1. That should be your #1 priority versus making money. Shouldn't be a thing to you. Shouldn't be worried about that. If you're in this game to make money, maybe you should find a new hobby. But I'm just being real. So you want to build these relationships with your listeners or followers, and you want to bring them on your journey. They want to be a part of it. You want to make it personal for them. So, and, as up and coming artists, as newly artists, local, still underground, we have no excuse not to reply to every comment that we get, whether it's on a status, an Instagram post, a tweet. You should always be reaching out to people who want to comment on your stuff, and they'll like that you comment back on them. Every YouTube comment, you should be replying or liking it and saying, "What's up? How's it going?" You want to engage with your listeners, engage with your followers. That engagement right there is going to take your relationship with them to the next level. So they're going to want to actually, fuck with you. If they're following you, they're obviously interested in whatever you got going on. And it might not even be your music. That's why I tell artists to don't just post your music. You're going to be spamming all your links. You're going to be posting, just listen to my song. that's gonna push potential listeners away. So there's other ways to do it. And like I said before, you want it to be personal with your listeners. Give them a little bit of insight on who you are as a person, as a real individual. Like me, I always say that, oh, I'm a grass dancer. I love going to powwows and listening to powwow music. And I like skateboarding. I like video games. That's why I tell my listeners, if you guys play video games, hit me up. Follow me on Epic Games or Xbox Live. That way, we're both doing something we like, and I'm engaging with the listener. At the same time, I'm spending time with my fans. That's why I feel like I can connect with them on a doper level. And it can be anything, like skateboarding, or a lot of people are into basketball. A lot of rappers are into basketball and football. So you want to just add a little flavor of your own self, and that's gonna be like, oh, this guy skateboards, or this guy's a juggalo. He seems pretty cool. I'm gonna follow him. And then if they like your content, they're gonna want to fuck with you. Oh, this guy's pretty cool. He's a real dude. Then you can kind of introduce your music, like, hey, I also make music on the side too. And it's not. You don't want to be forcing that people. You don't want to be forcing people to listen to your music, because, like I said, that's potentially going to push people away. So, I know artists probably get caught up in, oh, my bro down the street don't support me, or my whole community don't even share my shit. And they shouldn't have to be honest. They shouldn't have to feel obligated to bump your shit, because you got all these people on your friends list, all these people on your Facebook, but they're not your friends because you make music. That's what I'm kind of the lesson I'm learning. I got all these people who support me and love me, but they don't share my shit. They don't really bump my music every day. But at the same time, I can't get mad at that, because these people are cool with me because of who I am as a person, or they knew me from back in the day. And whether I have 10,000 plays on my song or 0 plays on a song, or a song that sounds like shit, they're still gonna love me for who I am.
That's dope, dog.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about it in a whole different sense of, like a whole different ball game now. It completely switched up my game plan. So how I go about it now, yeah, I'm reaching out to fans. I'm reaching out to people, whether that be podcast hosts like you, or other rappers like Tame and Ray. We actually have a collab coming with me and Taman. So we got a song coming out too. And yeah, collaboration is a really good tactic for getting your name out there. Collab with as many artists as you fucking can. Like I said, we're independent artists, and we don't have no reason not to be doing everything we possibly can. Like me personally, I feel like I'm not working hard enough. I think I need to be in the studio more and start recording more songs and kicking shit out. But okay, so you want to set goals for yourself too. I know I might be kind of still with the marketing and promo. You want to set a goal for yourself. Remember, I said in my last podcast with you, my goal was, once my Facebook page hits 1,000 likes, I'll drop a new song. I didn't even know it was going to be Broken Dreams, but that was just the next song that was ready, because I got other songs that I'm working on too. I don't know which one's going to be ready next, but I said, once my Facebook page hits 1,000 likes, I'll drop a new song. So that kind of gave my followers and listeners already something to work towards. So now I got my followers and listeners working for me, unknowingly. So they're like, damn, we're going to get a new Mob Scene track once his page hits 1,000 likes. I better go share his shit so I can hear that. So I can hear it,
Hell yeah, dog.
So they're getting something in return. So like I said, I told my diehard fans that I would be releasing the song once my page hit 1,000 likes. So like I said, I sent it to you, and I sent it to a couple other people. So they already have it, the people who helped me get those likes. Whereas everybody else, yeah, they're gonna have to wait till Thursday to hear it on YouTube, to hear it on iTunes, Spotify, and all that shit. But it'll be out there. Oh, and my artwork too, that banner I sent you.
Yeah.
That's really important to have too. You want to have 1 or 2 pictures, maybe even more. But having a photo shoot is really gonna up your game on any kind of release that you have, whether that be an album, whether that be a single or a mixtape, whatever you want to call it. But you see, with all the big artists, the mainstream artists, they'll have new photos, high quality photos. People always ask about how should I invest. There's so many ways you can invest. But I would recommend maybe starting with a photo shoot, so you can get yourself some good publicity photos. And then you want to think about PR. That's public relations, getting your voice heard. So doing my podcast interviews and getting my music onto those online internet radio rotations. I'll get more into that here in a bit, but these are all things that you want to be doing prior to your release. And also submitting your songs to official Spotify playlists. There's different kinds of playlists. There's actually 3 different kinds of playlists. I got this Spotify playlist cheat sheet, and I use that too. There's some tips to keep in mind. You want to know what the different kinds of playlists that are out there, and you want to have your music on a playlist. Maybe even promote a playlist the day your song releases. Lyric videos. Lyric videos are really good to have. That's something that I just started doing. I also made my own lyric video for Dear God, and that shit almost has like 100 plays on it so far, and I haven't even really been promoting it. I haven't even just, they'll use the video clip. You post the video clip. The video clip has a lot of power. It's like a theory almost, the power of a video clip. And I hope people are kind of taking notes, because you don't want to post your whole video on Facebook. If people post your whole video on Facebook, they can just watch it from Facebook. You want to post like the first 30 seconds, or like maybe post the chorus, or maybe a good part of the song. Just post like a snippet, and then in the description post a link, so people will have to click on the link in order to hear the full song. So that's it kind of like funnels them to your song. You have to kind of like walk your listeners through how to get to your music and stuff. Like I said, getting in their messages, getting in their inboxes, hitting them up on their comments, seeing what they're doing, just seeing how your fans are doing. That can kind of go a long way. Like, hey man, this dude's actually picking up on me. He cares about his fans. That's another plus right there. Like I said, and back to the lyric video, that's kind of becoming like a standard now. Whereas like you always hear about what local artist is doing the big thing now. Oh, this artist has a lyric video. Well, damn, we should do a lyric video too, because we'll be up there with them. We'll set in the bar. Next thing you know, the whole city's doing lyric videos. Now it's not something that sets you apart from everyone else. It's becoming a standard. It's becoming standard to have a lyric video. So, other marketing tactics. I'm trying to think. I'll be on all social media platforms. That should be a given. Be on Instagram, be on Twitter, and don't just make your account and not fuck with it. You got to get on there, start following people, start engaging with people, post your content, update as much as you fucking can, because content is king. And with so much shit being put out there, chances are nobody's even gonna see your first 500,000 tweets, whatever. Chances are nobody's gonna. And you can always go back and delete shit too. I'm thinking about cleaning up my Instagram here, making it look more sophisticated. You want to have a dope bio, and with Twitter, don't tweet links. I don't get, like, I'm just now understanding this, but the algorithm with every platform, every app, every social media app has a certain kind of algorithm that you need to understand. And the algorithm with Twitter is they want you to keep you on that app for as long as they possibly can. So if you're tweeting links, go listen to my song on iTunes, and you tweet the link, chances are nobody's going to see it, because if you're tweeting links, the algorithm works so it won't show people links. It'll probably get pushed to the back burner. Whereas, now get this, if you post a link, like, go check out my new song, the link is in the bio. That gives people an opportunity to click on your page. Now they see your bio. Now they kind of see what you're about, and then they can click on the link. They can now you got somebody to listen to your song. With Twitter, you want to have a dope banner. So there's people who make cover arts. I would highly I would highly recommend investing in cover art if you don't know how to do that yourself. I bought a couple cover arts, like when I don't want to do like official ones, and if I'm just lazy, I'll just buy them. And yeah, they're really not. I mean, what can you lose? People spend so much money on clothes, going out, doing this and that, or even like drugs and liquor, alcohol. Start cutting back on that and start putting your money into some fucking marketing campaigns. I'm about to get into advertisements now. You remember to see those posts that say sponsored underneath them?
Yeah.
Those are paid advertisements. It's just like putting your stuff on a billboard. And you can do like a $10 ad on Facebook, and you can tailor it specifically for a certain audience, and you can set it for as like a long duration, for however long you want, like maybe 2 weeks, or maybe a year, a month, whatever. You can like make it personal. But about that too, there's a skill in that. So like I said, I haven't really gotten into advertisements yet, but I heard it's really easy. It's not that hard to figure out, and it can take you a long way. It can get you a lot more plays than what people are just doing. Don't tag people in your fucking posts. I hate that shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I used to do it, but as I started learning more and more about the industry, I realized that's usually a big no-no. And nowadays, with how busy I'm getting, yeah, I get tagged, and I'm starting to get tagged in people's songs, and fucking most times than not, it's garbage. And you know, if they're not gonna message me and be personal about it, and then why should I listen to it? You know. So that's why I said, like, if you want someone to listen to your song, message them, and don't just be straight out like, oh, listen to my shit. Try to build a relationship with that person first. Try to build some kind of, like, even if it's just like one interest, like, oh, I see you in the powwows, or I see you're into the Raiders or whatever. That's dope, and then, or just comment on their, if they post memes, if they post a meme, just comment on them and then start chopping it up with them. And then once you kind of get on a good level with them, then you can be like, hey, do you mind listening to my song? Just stuff like that. And vice versa. When people do that to you, people do that to me, message me when they come correct in a genuine way, whether it's in my inbox or my email. If you send it, if you word it right and you request that you want me to listen to your song, I'll check it out. It's like I said, you're being real about what you do. Plus, sometimes it takes a lot of courage for somebody to go up to you and be like, "Well, this artist, is a dope artist. Maybe he'll listen to my shit and then he can give me some feedback on how I can improve." That's not even so much that, oh, you can get me heard. It's just like, you want to be looking for feedback. So, okay, you asked me about how I got my shit onto radio, right? All right, so let's
Yeah.
get it now. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm pitching my song. And that's not just to radios either. This is to playlist curators and radio hosts, stuff like that. Even Instagram pages and fucking YouTube channels, bro. Okay, so what you want to do is find out who's putting out new music, because check it out. I don't understand why so many artists ain't trying to do this, but there's a whole fucking shitload of people out there who are looking for new music, who are actively looking for new artists. And it's just, it's up to you to step your game up and get out there and find these people. And it's honestly, it's not even that hard to even find these people. Let's see, just do a little bit of research on YouTube, and you'll find like curators, like really big channels that just post nothing but music. Like, I think Rap Nation is one of them. You might have heard of them. But these are really big channels with like fucking millions of subscribers, millions of views. I'm not talking about you want to get posted on there right away, because they're not gonna know who the fuck you are. You got to start small. Like with everything, with all this shit, with all this music, we got to start small. From our Twitter, we got to start, from 0 followers. From Instagram, we got to start from 1-2 pictures. Same thing with pitching our songs to playlists. Look for Spotify playlists with less than 500 followers. Look for curators that have less than 100 subscribers. Those are our Instagram pages, promo page, 1,000 followers. Those are the pages you want to start getting posted to if you're just now getting into this shit. Once you start getting posted to these pages, like I said, the Instagram, they're tagging me in their post because they got me on the radio. That's like publicity for them and for me, because these guys who are putting out music from other artists, they're just trying to get heard too. They're just trying to grow their channel. They're trying to grow their page or whatever. And so that's obviously, you're going to get something out of that, but you want to be specific and be like, okay, here's my song. And I'll get into the actual email here in a bit, but what you're trying to accomplish is you want them to listen to your song, and you want them to play it for their audience, for their followers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then when they tag you, at whoever, and then they're gonna, if they like your music, chances are, if you're dope, yeah, they're gonna be feeling it and click on it. Oh, I want to find out more about who this artist is. Then it comes back to me, and then then they can see all my Instagram. They can see all the shit that I'm about. They can see that I'm active, that I got an organic following, that I have music out on Spotify, and not just flooded with a bunch of filler songs. I only got like, what do I got, like 5 songs on Spotify and iTunes right now, because I don't want to just overdo it and then burn myself out like I did before with mixtapes. And I don't want to have that feeling of like, why is nobody bumping my shit when I'm not even putting in the work? It's like, but before then I didn't realize I wasn't putting in the work. Okay, so the email, there's when you send your email to these people, when you find out who they are. Okay, so a lot of times if you go into the YouTube about info, yeah, they'll have like a description of, oh, we post new music, contact us if you want to submit your song. and usually there's an email there or like an Instagram or a Facebook or a Twitter link. And like I said, back to establishing that relationship, don't just go in and email them and say, here's my song. Find out who they are, like click on their Instagram, click on their Twitter, follow them, see what they're about. And then you want to be making sure that they're your genre too. It has to be genre specific. Like obviously, I'm not putting my shit on country shit, country stations and stuff. So I can't just be going out and finding whatever fucking. And a lot of pages too. Like you got to check them to see if they're still active. Because I found a lot of pages who were like posting in 2017, and they have a lot of followers, and they looked like they looked really promising. But once I went to their page, they hadn't uploaded. Yeah, they hadn't uploaded nothing in like 3 fucking years. So it's like you got to watch out for those two because you might not get a reply. So it's all about where you wanna focus your energy. So in the email, yeah, like I said, build that relationship and make sure you're looking for your genre specifically. Like if you're an emo rapper, you wouldn't be posting your shit to like a hardcore hip hop page. Or if you're like a drill rapper, you probably wouldn't be posting to like emo rap or juggalo rap. Or you know what I'm saying? Like if you're an East Coast artist, you probably wouldn't be very well liked on a West Coast page. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So like you want to try to find like a specific list of, and that's another thing I need to get into too. I need to start making a list of all of the podcasts, the playlists, and the everything, the radio stations. I need to make a list of all these people because I'm starting to lose track of how many people are posting me. Because I got people telling me now, damn, this shit's dope. Let me know when it drops and I'll post it. And let me know when you have new music and I'll post that. It's the same thing with these curators and these YouTube channels. They want to post your music. But okay, so here's another thing I want artists to know. And it should be already a given, but you're gonna deal with rejection. And I'm not talking about like, oh yeah, my homies down the street don't bump my shit. I'm not talking about that kind of rejection. I'm talking about rejection from these playlist curators, from these radio station hosts. Like a lot of times, like if your music's not good enough, they're gonna tell you, and they're like, I think you need some work. It could be your quality. So always have good production. Always have dope fucking beats. Pay for it if you can. You should be paying for your beats, hopefully. And I was gonna say, yeah, you're gonna get turned away, and people are just not gonna want to fuck with you. And it could it doesn't mean your song sucks. It doesn't mean you should quit rapping or anything. But I'll go over that in the email too because I kind of have like a little list that like some do's and don'ts for the email. So when you message people, send them these emails. You want to be professional, and like I said, do your research. These people like being called by their real names. If you can find out their real name, address them by their real fucking name in the email. So then they can know that okay, so this person actually did a little research. They're looking into it, and be genuine. Um, yeah, and try to make it personalized. Some things to consider adding to the email. You want to tell them who your influences are. Include your real name. Like I say, like, hello, this is Marlon. I'm a rapper. Tell them who you are, what you do, what you're about. I'm a Native American rapper from Nebraska, Iowa, whatever. I'm influenced by, and then you can say who influenced you. Like I'll probably mention, I don't know, Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, and Nipsey Hussle or something. Then you can do the actual ask. Oh, and you want to try to add compliment. Then these are just suggestions. These are like little guidelines. You don't have to, but I found out that this really has really been working for me. Add a little compliment, like, hey, what's up, JG? I see that you're doing your podcast. I really like it that you're helping up and coming artists such as myself and giving us a platform for us to be heard. Like, just add something like that in there, and then you know, like I said, you might get turned away. So put that in there. I always say, if my song is not a good fit for the playlist or for the station, let me know, and please give me some feedback if you can. Always ask for feedback. Always try to ask for feedback. Always add your social media account links in there, and because I thought that would have been a given too, but some people tend to forget that. Add the song link. I've been doing Google Drive links. That seems to work pretty good for a lot of people. A couple things you don't want to do in the email is use your age for sympathy. I see a lot of young rappers talking like, hey, I'm 16 years old and I make my own beats, I master my own stuff, I record my own self, and I'm a fully independent artist. could you guys listen to my song? And or like, I hate to promote myself, but I'm a 14-year-old. Like, kind of trying to use your age for like people to feel sorry for you. Don't do that. Message to any artists who have been doing that. Don't be in the comments. Or oh yeah, the email. Don't say things like, because you want to tell them why they should play your song, and it's because you're asking them to upload your music, and to some people that's kind of asking a lot. If you're going to be an asshole about it, they're probably not going to do it, but you're obviously going to get plays from it. What are they going to get out of it? So you kind of have to add like, my music is really kind of unique. You can say something like that, or and just be like, I think my song would be a great fit for your channel, and it would help you grow more followers, like, because they're trying to grow their sound too, or they're trying to grow their page too. um don't add things in there like, I want to do this because I work really really hard, and this has been a big dream of mine, and I've been wanting to do music ever since I was young. Don't say shit like that in there, because honestly nobody fucking cares, and there's a shitload of us out here doing music, and there's a lot of young artists making banger music every fucking day. We all work hard, and that shouldn't make you any different from any one of us. We all grind for this shit. And like I said, there's a lot of artists who are already making banger music, and they're gonna get posted, and not you. So, oh, and don't spam them. Yeah, like I said, you might not hear back from them for a while, because like they might be busy, or they might just be a regular person down the street who happens to have a lot of followers on a playlist. So, don't spam them. Don't hit them up every little while. Like, hey, I know you got my email. And some artists, they'll get impatient with themselves. So yeah, practice patience, because these guys might be busy, and it might take them a while to get back to you. They might be getting submissions all fucking day, and they might have a certain time of the day where they kick back, or maybe a certain day of the week where they kick back and listen to all the music that they got sent to them. So don't jump the gun and fuck that up for yourself. Whereas, like, you might have a dope song, but if you don't hear back from them within 2 days, don't email them back and be like, hey man, what's up? I would say give it a week or two, maybe, because then honestly, then you can try again. Maybe they just missed your email. Maybe they didn't get a chance to. Maybe it got sent to their spam or something. But I would say, maybe if you don't hear back from them, send another couple emails, kind of space them out, but then don't hang around too long. Don't be hung up too long on just one fucking curator. Move on. If they're not replying to you, maybe they did listen to your shit and they're just not gonna fucking play it because your sound isn't ready, or maybe they just don't like your sound. You're gonna get turned away. You're gonna get rejected. So deal with that shit while you're still, up and coming, because it's gonna happen regardless. You're gonna get fucking rejected, and like I said, you're gonna get straight ignored a lot too. And so I'm kind of like going through that right now, and honestly, it's not even that bad. It's not that I'm just like, oh well, whatever. I'll keep making more music, and like, yeah, it's really cool. So don't get down on yourself if you do get turned away. If they do happen to say like, oh yeah, I don't think your music's ready for you, don't take that as a bad thing. That's a good thing. It's better that you find out now while you're still learning than to actually be in front of a big, showcase shit sponsored, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like I said, that goes with knowing how to email, knowing how to network, knowing how to talk to people. It's a skill. Marketing is a skill. Networking is a skill. Promo, there's a skill to it. Doing this cover art, writing songs, everything. It's all practice. The more you practice at it, the better you get at it. That's basically what I'm trying to get at right now. Yeah, learn patience. Oh, and okay, so with the emails, you want to get your own emails from your own listeners, because not everybody might not be on Facebook. Everybody might not have a Twitter, or so there's certain ways you can't get a hold of people. But pretty much everybody has an email, right? Pretty much everybody has an email address. So you want to start building your own email list so you can send them shit, and like kind of start your own newsletter. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, is starting a newsletter. So yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. Yeah, email your songs to playlist curators, email them to podcast people, email them to radio stations, DJs, YouTube channels, anywhere and everywhere you can get it. Post on Twitter, update your shit. Like I said, content is king. Don't shit on other artists. Don't shit on other genres. Just because somebody's doing different music than you doesn't give you a reason to hate them. And it's not going to hurt you at all to support another artist. Collaborations is always a win-win. Always collab with as many artists as you can because you're getting your name out there through them and they're getting their name out there through you. Yeah, like I said, follow me on Twitter, guys. Follow me on Instagram. My name is Mopsine. I'm a rapper from Nebraska. I'm representing Sioux City, Iowa. Like I said, I'm Native American, Winnebago tribe, Umahan Nation, and Spokane Nation. Yeah, I'm into skateboarding. I'm a juggalo. I grass dance. I love going to powwows, singing songs. Do sweat lodge ceremonies with my family. I'm a college junior. I attend Haskell Indian Nations University. I'm currently doing online classes right now. I love Mexican food. I love Chinese food. And yeah, hit me up. I love playing video games. I'm always on Fortnite. Add me on Xbox Live. Add me on Epic Games at the last mob. Yeah, follow me. Fucking hit me up. My bro here is really dope with the podcast, strictly for the music. I'll be trying to get people on here, but hopefully you got something good out of this, bro, and I hope the listeners did too.
Oh yeah, dog. There's a bunch of gems in this podcast edition right now, dog. But I got a question to ask you, though.
Yes.
So the curators, man, how are they making these playlists for artists?
Well, like I said, there's a couple different kinds of playlists. First, playlist is a user listener created playlist, like a playlist that I can make, or a playlist that you can make on Spotify.
All right.
And you actually want to be making these too. You want to learn how to make your own playlists and take your Spotify seriously. You know, like the more love you put into it, the more you're probably going to get back. And that goes with all the music. You know, you get out what you put into this. So there's user created playlists that any Spotify user can make. The second kind of playlist is an algorithmic playlist, such as the Discover Weekly playlists that are created by Spotify and is individual for everyone. Like I have like a daily mix one, and it has like nothing but artists that I follow and like nothing but music that I listen to. And then it'll throw in other songs that they think I'll like too. And usually I do. I'm like, damn, this sounds dope. I didn't even know who it is, but it's on my like personalized playlist. So the algorithm makes those playlists. And then there's, oh yeah, that's actually made by the app algorithm. The third kind of playlist is an editorial playlist. These are playlists that are curated by people that work for Spotify. These are the most desired playlists to be on because of that. And then there's a personalized editorial playlist. It's kind of a hybrid between an editorial and an algorithmic. Okay, so then there's different ways to submit your song. How to submit your song to an editorial playlist is done through your Spotify account. And that's for Spotify for artists. For the artists who are on Spotify, hopefully you guys downloaded the Spotify for Artists app and claimed your Spotify account. Through doing that, you got the blue check next to your name and you're a verified artist. But this is not the same as distribution. You should already have your distribution set up at that point. You got to do it from a computer because you'll basically be pitching your song. And you got to do it like at least a week before your song drops. People say aim for 2 weeks out, but I've even heard people say, fuck it, do it 4 weeks before. Because the longer it is, you know, the more time they have to review it, the better your chances are of getting onto one of these playlists. And I actually got to submit my song, this one I'm dropping now, Broken Dreams. I submitted Broken Dreams to an editorial playlist 2 days ago because it was like a week before my release date. And then you want to fill in all this data they have you write down, like what's the song about? Like you're basically pitching your song right here, and then you can only submit one song at a time, and it must be unreleased. Once the song drops, you can submit another song. And then, damn, okay. So here's another tip I should have did. I'd be fucking up sometimes too. But have your release date set to Friday, because this will increase your chances of being added to the New Music Friday and the Release Radar playlists. These are usually the playlists that pop right up on Fridays as soon as you open the app. And then how to get your song onto listener created playlists. Like if you want to get on my playlist, just hit me up. You know, and if I like your song, like I said, your song got to be dope. And you know, you can have a dope song but have crappy production. You know, you can have a dope song but an ugly mix. You know, and you can have, you know, the baddest mixing engineer or whatever, but if your lyrical content is whack, you know, I'm probably not gonna put it on my shit. However, there are branded playlists that are put together like a kind of like a label. Like I got added to this one playlist called Eagle Nests Radio, and they have an online radio station. But aside from their online radio station, they have a playlist on Spotify, and they added me to that. I was like, oh shit, that's dope. And then yeah, they're waiting for my Broken Dreams song to drop so they can add that to the playlist too. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. But like I said, in the about section for these playlists, you'll see like what kind of genres they post. Like I'll be saying like, oh, this is a hardcore hip hop, R&B, drill rap, any kind of hip hop. That's what we add. If you want to have your song added to this, email me and I add my email in the description. You can go see that on my playlist right now. And I find a lot of my curators on Twitter. That's why, dude, Twitter is fucking dope. Twitter is my favorite app. That's just another little something about me. If you want to know my favorite social media app, it's Twitter. I'm always on that shit. And I kind of go a little bit more wild on there than I do on Facebook. And the people are really cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people are strangers. You probably never ever get to meet in your real life, but like the people are really cool and supportive of each other. I love Twitter. But like I said, that's where I find most of the people I'm submitting my song to, because that's the shit they're putting in their link descriptions and the description on their Twitter. They'll be like, oh, I post new music, email here to have your song submitted. And like I said, it all comes back to establishing a relationship with that person, and you don't always have to do that, especially with these playlist specific sites, because that's what they're made for. They might just drop your links in the comment section and we'll go through, and whatever songs we like we'll add to the playlist. That's kind of what it is. So it's like shortening our time, like cutting our time in half, so we don't have to actually do all that. And like they said, if they really do like your song, they will reach out to you and be like, hey man, I like your song, where you from, this and that. Whereas like some people, like this one page on Instagram, they're called Iowa Rap, like Iowa_rap. They're a small page, but it's like, damn, if they're doing Iowa Rap and they want to feature me, why not? I was like, fuck it, I can help them grow. And then like once they start gaining traction, fucking I'll give them a new release, and like everybody on their followers is gonna see me now.
That's dope, dog. That's dope. Yeah. That's good marketing strategy, man. And I'm glad you were coming on here and spreading this knowledge to all the artists out here, man.
Yeah, it's a very selfless thing. You don't want to be selfish with it. People are stingy with their like almost everything with their music because they don't know how to market or brand themselves. They got all these songs in the vault they don't want to drop because like before, oh, I dropped a song and nobody played it, so they're like, well, I got this dope ass song, I'm not gonna let that happen with this one. So they keep on holding on to this song, holding on to this shit, because like, well, as soon as as soon as I find someone to promote my shit, I'll drop this song. And then next thing you know, the song is going to be outdated. It might never be heard. And same thing with their promo and their marketing. They might not even know how to do promo and marketing right, but they're just like so selfish. Like, oh yeah, posting links on their Facebook all day. That really doesn't do shit. Honestly, I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm posting my music less and less on my Facebook. It's actually more or less like marketing tactics to like give people an insight on what I'm doing, because like maybe my Facebook is a little bit more personal now. Like I said, I got a lot of families and friends on there who don't even, I mean, I don't want to say they don't care that I make music, but it's just like, they shouldn't have to feel obligated to fuck with my music. Because, who are you to be like, oh, fuck that, get mad, I'm going to start cutting people off if you don't listen to my music. And it's like, honestly, you're just hurting yourself if you want to be like that. But okay, whatever. Some people do what they do. And, oh yeah, like I said before, set goals for yourself. Like, I want to see at least, I don't know, like 500 plays within, or I don't know, like, set some kind of goal for yourself. Like maybe I'll work for 1,000 followers on Twitter next, or maybe 1,000 followers on Instagram next, or you can work for like 1,000 plays on one of your songs. And whereas like if you set that goal and you post it and let your fans know, and then they can kind of help you towards that goal. Like, damn, he's trying to get his shit to 1,000 plays. We can do that. We can help you do that. And having a goal falls under knowing what you want. If you know what you want from this game, it's so much easier. It's so much funner. I see people getting frustrated all the time with like, oh, I put so much work into the song and just for it to flop and nobody to listen to it. But it's like, when I go to your Instagram, you don't even post shit, or I go to your fucking Twitter and all you're posting is basketball stuff, and it's like you really have no you really have no reason to fucking cry around about nobody listening to your song when you're not even putting in the work for it to be heard. So that's starting to get on my fucking nerves right now, dude. Like, but at the same time, if I try to come in and help someone, they're like, okay, this is what you need to do. This is what you should be doing, and that just honestly, it just seems like too much work for them. Whereas, like, man, bro, this shit's getting fun for me because I know what I want. I mean, people are like, oh, I need a record deal in order to, get to where I'm going. It's like, well, do you even know where you're going for one? And it's like, or I need a manager in order to get heard, in order to grow my fan base. No, the fuck you don't, bro. Honestly, you don't need a manager unless you're getting like so many inquiries, so many emails, so many bookings that you just can't keep track of them. Maybe then you'll need a manager, but right now I can manage all my own shit. I can reply to all my own comments, set my own release dates, and that's one good thing about being an independent artist is we don't have a label over our head or on our backs, pushing us towards a fucking release date. And it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a journey, not a destination. Don't be getting all caught up in this. Oh, I'm gonna get signed someday. Maybe you will. Maybe if that is your dream, then go for it. But me, I'm kind of seeing like different side of this shit now. I want to take care of my fam, dude. I still want to live a normal life. I don't want to be owing a record company so many fucking thousands of millions of dollars. If I can do it myself, fuck hell yeah, man. Plus, like I said, it's more rewarding. Might be a little bit more work, but also too, like that's what labels are looking at. Honestly, not even the labels, the A&R reps from the labels. Those are the people who get paid to go out into the world and listen to find new music, to discover new music. And honestly, another gem right here. Where the fuck they're at is on TikTok right now. TikTok is the fucking fastest growing platform right now, and so many new artists are using it to be heard, and that's where all the A&R reps are right now. They're looking for new artists on TikTok who post their shit because it's a video clip. You got your music in the background. You can do a dance or you can do visual, whatever the hell you want. You can show yourself or your journeys. And they're also, like I said, they're also on those editorial playlists for Spotify. That's just where I heard where they're at right now. So I need to be stepping up my game on TikTok for one, and I need to be trying to be getting placements on these adult playlists, on these official Spotify curated playlists. What else was I gonna say? Damn, I can't remember. But yeah, yeah. Do you have any other questions about this, man? I feel like I'm kind of rambling now.
Nah, bro, I think you covered it all, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Thanks for having me, bro. I really enjoy, kind of like letting people know, or like I see a lot of artists kind of struggling, and like I want to help. I want to help everyone now. Oh, your ego. Everybody kind of has this ego, especially in the rap game, and your ego it can be detrimental to your career if you don't if you don't manage it well. Whereas like it can be a good tool. Whereas like got if you got rejected from one of these curators, you might be like, well, damn, I better bounce back, or I need to switch up my music, or I need to come harder next time. That's where your ego can be a good thing. Where your ego is not a good thing is when you start thinking you're better than other artists around you. I see that a lot too. Like just because you made a few songs and you're feeling good about it doesn't give you the right to fucking shit on other rappers who are just trying to do the same thing with you. So once you get past that, it's like I said, I always feel this kind of like subliminal animosity towards between rappers in the city, where it's like, dude, just imagine if we all started helping each other out. Imagine if we started helping each other instead of beefing with each other all the time, trying to act like oh, my music's better than you. And honestly, dude, fucking who the fuck cares? Because it's like everybody has their own style, everybody has their own taste. Like my dude TJ, he makes really dope music, but it's just I just don't feel it. I don't really bump it to it. Whereas like I got a couple other homies. Their music's not that good quality, but I fucks with it because it's like kind of like the music that I listen to in general. So everybody's gonna have their own style, their own tastes. So yeah, I would recommend not shitting on other artists. It's better to just not hate on other artists. Don't even gotta pay them any mind. Shit. But yeah, your ego. That's one thing a lot of artists should work on.
Oh yeah, dope, big dog. You got any special shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, actually, I want to give a shout out to my family, who I love very much, and my nephew Willie Boy, my bro Joe, OG Bay, my followers, my listeners, Chun Lord, Bo Weezy. Yeah, I can't even really think right now. Oh, my Haskell fam, shout out to y'all. My promoters, my engineers, my producers. There's a lot of them, too many to name. And yeah, shout out to you, bro. And you the man for having me. Honestly, I told you I didn't want to be on here this long. I tried to keep it short, but we get to talking.
Yeah, but y'all, it's all good, homie.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it, man. I think I covered everything.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you got it. Mob Scene. This is Strictly for the Music Podcast. And we're calm.